if you're enjoying what you're watching, please hit that like button, please hit the subscribe button, and please don't forget to share the video. Let's have some fun. Enjoy the video. That's a good start. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a bit of fun. I was wondering, two main driver releases that I've had demos for so far are TITLEIST TSI and SIM2. That got me thinking. Not about much, but that got me thinking. Which one's longer? Which one's going to suit me a bit more? Which one should I put in the bag? Now, I've used the TAYLORMADE M2. I've had a couple of videos in the past, and in the previous video I tested a PXG versus a ping. Now this video is going to be very similar to that one. You can see that up there. This video is going to be very similar to that one, except this time I've got the same shaft. So it's not physically the same shaft, but it is the same shaft. It's a HZRDUS Smoke by Project X. It's an RDX 6.5. I've got that to put in both heads, and I can see what the output is. Now I've got SIM2 here, and I've got it in a 9°. No max, just a SIM2 9°. I'm going to pit this up against the TSI3 in a 9°. What I am going to do is set them both a little bit upright so that they're the same. And I'm going to hit between 10 and 12 shots with each. I'm not going to show you them all. I'll show you 6 or 7 of each as I'm giving you some numbers. And the only thing I really want to know is related to speed. Which one's faster off the face? Which one goes further? I'm not going to go into attack angles, launch angles, dynamic lofts, spin rates, vertical launches, horizontal launches. I am just going to look at ball speed, carry, distance, and then total distance. So ball speed, carry distance, and total distance. That's the only 3 things I'm really going to look at. I'm going to show you the table at the end, and I'll show you which one wins. Who's your money on? Let me know in the comments. I've got a couple of ideas. TSI versus SIM2. Let's have some fun. So visually there's quite a big difference. You can see the matte finish on the SIM2 and you've got that polished finish on the TSI3. Both fairly traditional shapes in terms of how they're dragged back. I personally prefer the look of the SIM2, but that's probably because I've used M2. I've gone over what I've got in both of them. Let's hit some shots and see which one's faster. So my feel on the TITLEIST was, certainly compared to previous years, a lot harder off the face, which, I mean, using the TAYLORMADE I'm quite used to. TS3 917 felt quite a bit softer off the face. This feels firmer and it feels like it's got a lot more power. The one thing is I did feel like I lost a little bit on a spinny one. Not quite as forgiving. I mean, it is the TSI3. The TSI2 is the more forgiving version in the TITLEIST range, but I just felt like when I caught one a little bit low, because I'm quite shallow, so my bad one does have a tendency of being a little bit low in the face. If I bottom out a little bit early, I come in almost the bottom of the club percent, the only thing the ball can hit. So I just felt I lost a little bit on that strike. But all in all, very, very strong driver, and it feels great. feel on the TaylorMade. Strong again. It feels quite similar, looks quite similar to last year's, and I liked last year's. I've had M2 in the past, and I've loved it, and I've had it for 5 years. SIM2 it beat it in the previous test. It'll be interesting to see how TSI compares to SIM2 in terms of numbers, but it feels strong. It feels strong. It feels like a TaylorMade. Firm off the face. Feels quite. I mean, it looks quite a dead flight, but it's so hard to deviate that flight. And the ones like compared to the Titleist, the one I catch at a little bit low, I just felt like I got away with a bit more on the TaylorMade. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the numbers say. I just feel like I got away with just that little bit more. And if I can reduce my bad shot and improve that a little bit, I'm gonna shoot lower scores. Astonishingly, there is virtually nothing in it. For me, 1/10 of a mile an hour off the face, and less than a yard in carry in total. Now, there will be a couple in there that bring it down. For me, I would personally go for the SIM2. And I will be going for the SIM2 unless something else can beat it. TSI, very, very close, but not quite there in terms of feel, in terms of control I've got with it. I just feel I've got much more control with the TaylorMade, and I never thought I'd say that comparing a TaylorMade to a Titleist. The comparison there, that the fact that they're the same, is probably a bigger compliment to Titleist than it is to TaylorMade. If you were to tell TaylorMade that 4 years ago at 115 miles an hour you were going to be the same as a Titleist, they would have, I don't know what they would have said, but even certainly at a tour level, it wouldn't have been much believed. So big compliment there to Titleist, and I mean a big compliment to TaylorMade as well, because I'm going to buy the driver. Yeah, so really showing them there's not a lot in it, and the key is fitting and getting dialed in on your numbers, and that's how you're going to hit more fairways and get a little bit more distance, is get that fitting and see where you are. That was nice. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you next time.